Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Edelstein here again with this week's installment of Rabbi Ian 3, brought to you by MEOR DC. Where can you find us? Well, on Facebook or at MEORDC.com. And what can you learn about us? I feel like doing questions tonight. You can learn about our programs, including the upcoming Poland trip, January 4th to the 11th, an amazing trip looking at Jewish life that was in Poland. It should be amazing. We're still taking applications for that Poland trip. Okay. I wasted 30 seconds here, but I had to tell you that public service announcement. We go right into a portion called Lech, one of the most famous portions in the Torah. God calls on Avraham and says, Lech lecha me'artzecha, go for yourself from your land and from your birthplace and your father's house to the land that I will show you. It's a new phase of Abraham's mission. I say new phase because even though this is the beginning of our acquaintance with Abraham in the Torah, if you look at the oral tradition, our rabbis tell us Abraham, before Hashem had ever called to him directly, Abraham had been teaching mankind about Hashem, about the reality of one God that he had discerned or come to that conclusion on his own. He had been teaching for a long time, but now Hashem calls him Lech lecha, sending him on a new mission of world historical importance that would end up with me, with us, with the Jewish people. The call to Abraham. Now, after he says Lech lecha, God says the following: and I'll make you into a great nation, and I'll bless you, and I'll make your name great, veheye bracha, and you shall be a blessing. Again, I'll make you into a great nation. That means you'll have children. Abraham had not been blessed with children yet. You'll give rise to a great nation, and I'll bless you. And Rashi and other commentators say that means monetarily. Abraham was already a man of means, but this trip that I'm sending you on, this spiritual journey, you'll have children, you'll become more wealthy from it. Va'agadla shemecha, I'll make your name known, I'll give you renown. Your nature, your teachings will spread further in the world, and you shall be a blessing. That's the end of the verse. You shall be a blessing. A source of good, a source of connectedness, connecting mankind to God, to be a blessing. It's a beautiful verse, but it seems a little backwards, no? Because maybe God should say, Avram, go, and then be a blessing, be a source of good in the world. And as a reward for that, I'll make your name great, and I'll give you lots of material resources, and I'll make you a great nation, all as a reward for living a life of goodness and helping other people. But it's not that way. God says, go, and I'll make your name great, and I'll give you material resources, and I'll make you into a nation, and you should be a blessing. Because it's a question of ends and means, everybody. And this is the Jewish vision of this is the Torah's vision of who we're supposed to be, the Jewish people in the world. In other words, the blessings of this life, the physical blessings that we all want, they're not the end. They're the means for us to be a blessing. Money and family and even health, it's not an end in of itself, the Torah would suggest. They're wonderful things to use, to utilize as means for deeds of righteousness. We hope for blessings in a physical sense so that we can be a blessing in the world. Ah, beautiful. We want to give to this world. The more we connect to our national mission, the more we want to be a blessing in this world. Of course we want physical blessings, but not as an end in themselves. We want them, Hashem, even life itself, to serve you, to be a source of blessing in the world. Good Shabbos. I said good Shabbos. Stop.